Yo, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy King Dre, and I'm coming at you guys again with another one. Today, I know y'all gonna like this one today. You know, this the type of shit y'all like. We're gonna talk about how to get her attached, how to get the woman attached to you and build an attachment. But before we get into the game, real quick, like the video and hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you can get this good player shit fresh off the press. But let's jump straight into this. Number one, you have to be attractive. Nothing happens without attraction. If a woman can't be attached to you if she's not attracted to you, so you have to make yourself attractive. If you are not attractive, nothing happens. The only way you get a woman if you're not attracted is trick or by force. And by force, we don't condone that. Your ass gonna go to jail. Or you can trick. You can get what you want that way. But it ain't even real. You know, it's not the real deal. It's watered down product when you're tricking. So you can do it that way, but that's sucker shit. That's sucker beta male shit. We ain't tricking. So you have to be attractive. Go get my course if you struggle in that department. I break it all the way down from the physical attraction, the personality, peacocking, using bait, all that, the whole fucking nine. Go get that. You have to be attractive. Nothing happens. I don't care what you think. I don't care what no other dating coach tell you. I don't care what none of these motherfuckers tell you. Attraction is first. Nothing happens without it. That's number one. Number two, understand this, fellas, that it takes time. And nothing happens overnight. Building an attachment to a woman takes time. At least, I would say about 2 months for the average woman, the average sane woman. 2 months. Now there are some extreme cases where you have women that are emotionally damaged, crazy, toxic. You can get them attached to you a little bit faster than 2 months. Some almost instantly based on how damaged they are, but that shit like that is never worth it. You never want to fuck with chicks like that or get close to chicks like that because they're very draining. They'll drain your energy, your emotions, they'll drain your spirit, and they also drain your bank account. So stay away from women like that. But it does take time, guys, so be patient. That's number two. Be patient and play the game correctly. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush it. Strong foundations of attachment take time. Real shit takes time, so give it 2-3 months, and if you're doing everything the right way, then you in the game. So understand that's number two. It takes patience. Before I get into number three, check this out. Before I get into number three, I almost forgot this, guys. This is a hell of a responsibility, man, and this is a hell of an obligation. So if you're not ready for what comes with a woman being attached to you, it's a burden, my dude. And this ain't a task for every man. It takes a lot to deal with a woman who's attached to you. Which is why, if you really think about it, this is why women don't like you putting them first and you being all in love and attached to them, because they understand how big of a burden that is. So this ain't for everybody. And if you ain't bought it, if you can't carry that load, if you can't be responsible in with this shit, then stay away from the game. Cut the video off right now. But if you're a true player like myself, you got your alpha male shit going on, and you ready for this type of shit, then let's proceed. Number three is you have to have a strong presence. Your presence must be strong, man. That means when you spend time together, make it count. Be in the moment. You know what I'm saying? This creates the spark. This is, and a lot of people spend time together, and the guy's in his phone off, in la la land somewhere. They together, but they not together. And in order for a woman to feel your presence thoroughly, your charm, your humor, your seduction, your masculine energy, your pleasurable energy, the good vibes, you gotta be in the moment. This is what people mean when they say, I felt his presence. He have a strong presence. That means, the person was in the moment 100%, fully all attention on the situation and nowhere else. Mind, body, and soul committed to the interaction, committed to that person in that moment. So your presence must be strong. Your charm, get your charm together. If you don't have charm, I talk about charm in my attraction course. Your humor, your sense of humor. And if you're not funny, don't worry about it. If you're not a funny guy, then don't try to be something that you're not. But most of the times, if a woman likes you even a little bit, a lot of the shit you say gonna be funny to her anyway. Are you seductive? Do you have seductive qualities, to turn her on? Your masculine energy, being masculine. That way she can relax in her feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that make women wet, and this is what makes them feel good. This is what, arouse the positive emotions within them that they need. And the chemicals rush to their brain. It's like a drug. When you all of these things and you pleasurable, your vibes good, your positive vibes, this creates strong positive emotions, and women get addicted to this type of shit. And thus they become attached to you over time. When you're giving them good hits of this good shit, like I say, your strong presence. So make sure you work on your presence, work on your personality. Go get my course. I keep saying it. Go get my course if you ain't got it. The link is in the description. But presence, guys, presence, strong presence. That's number 3. That's the third way to get her attached. That's the third step, your presence. Real quick, like the video, man. If you feeling the game so far, if you find it of value so far, like the video and hit the sub button, But get back into this. Number 4, start to get a little deeper. You got to get her invested. Once she likes you, if a woman likes you and you can see that she likes you and she's into you, you have to make her invest. And what do you mean invest, King Dre? Invest financially, right? I'm gonna give you a little trick that I used to do. When a woman would see me, I still do it, but I learned this a long time ago when I was a teenager. When a woman would come see me or wanted to come see me, I would always start small. Like I would require her to bring me something, like, back in the days I used to smoke cigarettes. Bring me a box of cigarettes when you stop and grab me a box of cigarettes if you don't mind, or get a little pint of Paul Masson, or get a little pint of Hennessy before you come, or stop by McDonald's, or stop by the wing spot and grab some wings. Little stuff here and there. That way they kicking out and they investing their money financially. Not necessarily asking a bitch for some money. Can you give me $5 or $10? But making sure that they investing into the situation financially by even spending the gas to come see you. But that's a little tip that I used to do that back in the day. So bring some stop and grab some Taco Bell, or stop and grab a box of cigs, or grab a bottle of wine on your way. Get them accustomed to doing shit like that. And if they like you, they wouldn't have any problem doing that if they like you and if they can afford it. And most cases they can afford little shit like that, but you start small with little shit like that. On the financial level, get her invested emotionally. This goes back to what I was saying in number 3, arousing those strong positive emotions by doing the things that you're supposed to do, as a man, to make her feel feminine and stuff like that. She becomes invested in you emotionally. Also, getting her to invest emotionally by creating the right type of emotional turmoil, which is, like I said, I'll get into that later. Get her invested emotionally. Also, time. Make her spend her time. Spending time with you, this gets women attached. The more time a woman spends with you, the more dependent she becomes upon you and what you provide for her, as far as her energy, your energy, and making her feel good and making her smile. Women become dependent on that, and based on how much time has passed and how much time she's spending with you, because people's time is valuable. So when a person is giving you their time, they become it's almost more important than them giving you money, and they want a return on that, and they'll chase that investment, especially that time investment. So, get her invested, guys. Financially invested, emotionally invested, and invest her time into you. That's number 4, investment. Number 5, give her space. Space. Stop being fucking needy. This is the main component of attraction for women. Space. Women build attachments. Women fall in love. Women engage their emotions through space, through missing you and shit like that, through wondering what's going on with you, thinking about you. You consume their mind when you're not around. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. You dig what I'm saying? That's an old saying, an old cliche saying, but it's very true. That absence makes the heart grow fonder. So give her space. Don't ever make her number one. A woman should never be number one in your life. You number one. Your purpose is number one. Your drive. I mean, your goals. Whatever ambitions you have. Your missions. Your hobbies. All that shit is number one. You put her third or fourth. You know, your money. Your health is first. This in turn, once you're doing this and living this way, she automatically have space, because you have other shit to be doing and tend to be entertaining her every day, all fucking day. Stay on your mission or your purpose. Stay grinding and stay on the road to self-improvement. Engage in your hobbies. You know what I'm saying? That's how you give her space. Don't crowd the woman's space, because women gonna get their space, whether you give it to them or they take it. And if they take the space, it's a wrap for you. It's not gonna be good. So give them space. Give her space to fall. All right, let's get into number 6, and that's emotional turmoil. Not from arguing, not that type of shit. Arguing, I don't give a fuck what none of these motherfuckers tell you. Arguing creates silent enemies. When you arguing, emotional banter back and forth, angry emotional banter back and forth, and tongue wrestling, that creates silent enemies and resentment. That's the only thing you get from arguing. It is nothing to be gained from arguing with women or anybody for that matter. So that's not what I mean when I say emotional turmoil. Also, you know, the emotional turmoil thing has to be implemented the right way. You cannot pull this off too early or try to implement this stuff too early, or you're gonna scare the chick off. You have to wait until she's open. You have to be good enough to see the signs to when she's open for you like that. You know, you got to be good. This is why I tell you guys to get in the game and get the experience so you can see what I'm talking about. You know, but what's the emotional turmoil? Things like competition anxiety, stirring up competition anxiety, her worrying about if there's another woman, or if there, you know, are you with anybody else? The fact that she know you can creates this, you know, if you're on top of your shit, she know that women gonna be checking for you. You know, she know that there is a chance for competition. This stirs up her emotions, and this also makes them go harder for you, invest more, spend more time. You know what I'm saying? In turn, this gets them more attached to you. So competition anxiety, stir up competition anxiety. Distance, space, unavailability, that type of shit. Indifference at times. Well, indifference all of the time. When I say at times, I mean aloofness. I confuse indifference with aloofness, which is two different things. But indifference meaning, you know, I don't give a fuck if you come or go. You know, I like you, baby, you cool, but you know, if you walk the way, I'd still be good. The grass gonna be greener wherever the fuck I go. That's indifference. You know, not you know, you don't care if she, you know, you either way, whether you're in my life, cool. If you ain't in my life, bitch, I live. It ain't nothing. You know, women, that's a woman's kryptonite. Indifference that drives women crazy, for you to be indifferent towards them. You know, sending mixed signals, pulling back at the right moments. I got a video, you know, I'm not gonna get too deep into the emotional turmoil thing, because I got a whole video, and I'm gonna link that in I'm gonna put that in the description, and I also link it at the end of this video, so go watch that. But make sure the emotional turmoil thing, you do it at the right times, and do it in small doses. Do not do it too much, because you're gonna become a fucking headache, and then you're gonna become that's toxic behavior at that point. So there's a fine line. Small doses. The point of emotional turmoil is to get the women engaging into her feelings and emotions a little bit, and to also heighten the pleasure. You know, the saying goes, what's a little pleasure without pain? You feel what I'm saying? So that's emotional turmoil. Do it right and at the right moment. I have videos. I have a video, a whole 20-minute video on creating emotional tension and turmoil the right way, and I break it all the way down. So go check that out. Now, the key component in all of this, right, in getting a woman attached is the attraction. And I'm going to say it again. Nothing happens without attraction. I'm trying to drill that in you guys' head. If you aren't attracted, if you aren't attractive and she's not attracted to you, game over. Once the attraction is gone, so you have to maintain that. Whatever you doing to, whatever you did or have done to, you know, build the attraction or to get her attracted to you, you have to continue to maintain that. That's your look, your personality, you know, all of that shit. Do not fall off your horse. And if you fall off your horse, get back on ASAP, because once the attraction is gone, game over. Also note that nothing breaks an attachment faster than you being weak, needy, and insecure. So if you have any of those traits, or you show any of those traits, that shit is like a hot knife on butter. You feel what I'm saying? It's a hot knife on butter, and the butter is the attachment. And your insecurity, and weak behavior and needy behavior and wanting to spend time all the time and starting to become like her, and you becoming too emotionally investment, this is how you kill the attachment. So don't think that because once you have her attached and she's going super hard for you, that you gonna have that forever. You got to maintain that shit, and you maintain the attachment by maintaining the attraction. You get what I'm saying? So that's that with that, man. If you found the video of any value, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, let me know what you guys think. Also give me let me know what you guys, any videos that you guys want me to do. If you have any topics that you want me to discuss, leave the comments down in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, also hit the notification bell, that way you can get the good player shit fresh off the press, pardon me. Share the game, turn your cousins on, turn your friends on, you know, let's spread the word, you know, pay it forward. You get the game, you share the game. Also join my private Facebook community. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for that. Also, man, I know you guys are having a lot of problems with, you know, women and dating and shit like that. Book me for a consultation, man. Send me an email or send me a DM on Instagram and book me, man. I can get you right. This is years and years of game, years of experience, and you know, you soak this up and you apply it, I can get you right. The guys that I've done consultations with, it has changed their lives, man, for the better, and they in the game doing their thing now. So book me, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is King Dre again. How to be a player, how to get her attached. So I'm gone.